What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mike Ski. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're in a good headspace and a good heart space. I have to come to a realization about something, bro. Battlefield 6 is not for me, bro. Before I start getting attacked and called this and that, I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's a bad game. I think there was a plan involved in the timing of all of this. So my sentiment, and granted, of course, I understand video games take time. They need to have those tests and have those betas so that they can go back and fix things or rework things. In my opinion, I feel like if Battlefield came out closer to when the beta actually came out for Battlefield, I would have enjoyed it more. But I think Call of Duty really butted its head in an intentional kind of space to kind of get people like me. We already know Call of Duty and Battlefield are completely different. They've always been button heads. They've always been at each other. In these communities, they try to make it to where you can't like one or the other. It's borderline like FPS segregation. You know, if you say you like Call of Duty and you try to insert yourself into the Battlefield space, a lot of times it's just not that accepted, and that's because it's two completely different ideals. It's like trying to get a Democrat thrown in a room with 50 Republicans. Not saying Call of Duty and Battlefield are at the same level of politics. Each side has their core values that they both want to protect. Call of Duty fans want to protect that flashy, high speed, high movement, bright colors kind of vibe, and Battlefield wants to protect their Milsim and keep it away because they feel like the other side is going to contaminate. I'm a very open gamer. I like to try different things, even if it's not even my original style, even if it's not my original idea, like, hey, this is something I might like. I still like to put myself out there and try things that are completely different. So I have Battlefield, and what a lot of people don't know about me, I actually started my YouTube on Battlefield. Now, people that's out here saying that this game is terrible and is bad, they're insane. This is a beautiful, oh god, this is a beautiful game, bro. Like, this game looks phenomenal. In my opinion, it plays phenomenal. It does all those things. But I feel like games like Call of Duty, I feel like the only thing about Call of Duty that doesn't seem accepting is the increase in skill level, which is why I think they implemented skill-based matchmaking. As I always say, back in the day, bro, if you sucked at Call of Duty, you just played till you got better. A lot of people don't got the time to do that anymore, and a lot of people don't want to do that, so they implemented skill-based matchmaking. So hey, these people that suck, let's make this game feel a little better for them. I feel like that's where a lot of people get lost with Battlefield. Like I said, Battlefield is personally, in my opinion, a phenomenal game. I think it looks nice. I think some people are just attempting to be overcritical. We're in a very overcritical kind of world to where people want to instantly, like, this is how I feel, this game is horrible, blah, blah, blah. We live in a world full of Stephen A. Smiths.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
Other people want to admit it or not, Call of Duty does its best at making newer and worse players feel at home, which is the entire reason that we dealt with skill-based matchmaking since 2019. Technically, skill-based matchmaking, according to them, has always been in the game. It was never at the level that it's at now, or that it's been at since 2019. But that goes back to what I was saying about video games back in the day, which is always about community. It didn't always matter if you were great or if you were bad. It was about, can you have fun with the people that you're playing with? And even sometimes, can you have fun just playing by yourself? Everything I'm saying in this video is completely opinion based, but if I'm being completely real with y'all, I do not feel like Battlefield, in my opinion, doesn't really welcome outside players. It's not the creators, the community. I think that's a major part of video games today, is community. Back in the day, there were communities, but the communities were the minority and the game itself was the majority. Nowadays, the community is the majority and the game itself is the minority. The community makes the game. After so many years of there not being a Battlefield game, honestly, I'm not sure when the last one was. People weren't really talking about Battlefield, but the moment that it came back, whether you want to admit it or not, the entire promotion of this game, whether directly by the creators of Battlefield or the community, was to just talk trash about Call of Duty. Whether you want to admit it or not, from the ground level up, whether you talk about just community or the developers, the entire promotion of this game was dogging Call of Duty. Look at the Jimmy Butler ad where they're like, oh, who are these people? I don't care. And personally, while I think it's funny, I also feel like it really shows a level of toxicity on the Battlefield side of things. Back at what I said, that community now, in my opinion, is the majority and the game itself is the minority. The community is what make the game. I personally am a Call of Duty player. I started playing Battlefield, started my YouTube playing Battlefield, but I'm personally a Call of Duty guy. I like that kind of vibe. But when you really stop and think about it, Call of Duty's been releasing every year as always. It's been making mistakes. It's been making progress here and there. Me personally, I have not been happy with the state of Call of Duty, but I play it because it's a game that I enjoy, and I feel like that's how things should be. Being completely blunt with you, I haven't seen anyone talking about Battlefield in a very, very, very long time. But the moment Battlefield drops a game, the entire promotion is just, hey, let's talk trash about Call of Duty. I don't think that that's a healthy space. Me personally, I feel like the promotional value should have went in a different direction. The way most Call of Duty players see, and I will not say all, because some of them are completely ignorant. A good Battlefield is good for the FPS industry. AKA, you look at games like 2K that are not doing that popular in their basketball communities. That's because there's no other competition, so they can basically do whatever they want. A lot of Call of Duty players are happy that Battlefield is doing good. Honestly, happy that Battlefield players are happy, because another good high industry FPS game is good for all FPS games, because it increases the competition and increases the need to improve. The success of Fortnite increased the production level of all shooters across the board. Now, it did hurt some, aka example, look at Call of Duty, they got freaking Beavis and Butthead in the game. It goes back to my original point that I feel like Battlefield just isn't welcoming to different players. But I seen the excitement and hype behind Battlefield, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, yo, I want to test this out. But then, like I said, some people out there are ignorant and are talking crazy about this game and other games. But I've also seen healthy comments of people saying, you know, this game personally isn't for me, so I'm gonna stick to Call of Duty. And they got immense amount of hate. I didn't even want to make a video because I was like, dang, I don't really have anything overly positive to say about Battlefield. I think it's a good game. I love the hype it's getting, and I love that people are enjoying it, but I'm personally not enjoying it, so I didn't even want to make a video on it. But I kind of came to the decision, like, I ain't no sucker. Because like I said, the community is the majority now. And the community, whether we want to believe it or not, is a direct reflection of the actual game itself. Battlefield's entire promotional value was literally just to dog COD. But that was a direct correlation to the community's dislike toward Call of Duty. Now Call of Duty is just using that negative momentum to shape it back in their favor. And to be honest, that's not what I want. I want it to be two powerhouses. Both do their things good. Call of Duty does the fast-paced, quick, all that extra stuff good. Battlefield does the military simulator. You gonna jump in this tank and fight 40 people in war? Good. The real magic and success is when they feel open enough to intertwine and try each other's games. Both sides being good is good for the community. If a game got an issue, call them out. It works. We see it with Call of Duty. I don't mean you gotta hate them for it. Just get comfortable saying it's not for me and keep it pushing.